All right, I just want to show you, if you spotted this a few times, down here we have our style and we have something called scoped here. What does that mean specifically? Scope means that if something is inside this specific element, in our case the cake here, then the CSS is only attached to the things that are here. And I can quickly show you how that works. So right now we're printing out the list item, right? So let's just add some style to the list here. And you can see right now it's scoped. I'll show you a difference. So let's give this a color of red. Woo, pretty color. So there we go. Everything is red. That's cool, right? And let's remove this scope real quick. I'm going to go into my app, and just before my cakes are being printed out, I'm just going to real quick create a list called not cakes. So like this. So this is now also red, right? That's what's it talking about? But if I go back to this one and where I have my styles for my list items, and I instead of just add the scope part again, this means, hopefully if I'm doing it correctly, that only the list items with cakes will be red, and this one in here will not be red because they're not in the same scope. This is one component and this is another component, right? So hopefully now everything turned black. There we go, I didn't need to refresh. So now I can see the cakes that is being printed from our app.vue is black, and the one that's being printed from our cake here is red because they are scoped. They are only attached to those things that are inside this specific component or content here. And you can do this both ways with scope, but this is really important to know if at some point something goes, well, what, it's not working, or why is it overriding things and so on. But this is just a simple illustration of how scoped things work. So if it's part of something and if it's not part of something. Same way with some of the code that we're going to create, it's scoped, so it's attached to something, or it's not attached to something. So now you know at least the word scope and hopefully what it is, and have an indication on what we can do and use it for. All right, that was a quick one.